Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned with us. This is our second conversation for this morning, and we have joining us a fighter, someone who's been fighting forward. Beloved pediatrician, cancer patient, Dr. Cecilio Eck, and he is joining us via Zoom from Merida, where he is currently undergoing treatment. Dr. Eck, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning, and thanks for having me.
No, it's a pleasure having
It
you,
is
and
an honor.
thank you for joining us this morning, even from your hospital bed. I think that's very courageous of you. Talk to us a bit about this journey that you've been on, and how and the ebbs and flows of it. Even more so, the recent occurrences.
Well, first and foremost, to God be the glory. This has been a real trial in my life, in my family's life. And after COVID had done its thing with me, I thought I would be on the easy street. But a year later, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, I found out that I had biliary tract cancer just by chance. And then the journey to start its treatment began. And I vowed then to make it as public as I could to kind of get rid of the fear and stigma associated with cancer. A lot of people are ashamed of their diagnosis, and I tell people, like some of the diseases like HIV is not something that you should be ashamed of. You should speak about it, depending on your personality, openly, and get rid of the stigma so more people can get treated earlier. We can do the preventive part to it. And once it's diagnosed, then we can treat it. And that is when you get the best outcomes.
What have you seen the public approach that you've taken to your journey? What have you seen it do for other cancer patients?
Well, we have the public forum like this one, where I speak on TV shows and I give interviews on the radio. Um, but we also have private sessions. So in my little group, I have a very holy cousin who does a rosary every night. And I have noticed in that group that some of the people who are diagnosed, they kind of creep in slowly. They give no information about themselves. And after a couple of weeks have passed, they open up. And that by itself is therapeutic.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that eventually down the road, this thing becomes, less stigmatized, less, people get less ashamed of it and think that it's something they did or didn't do that caused it. And just, face on so you can get a better fight.
I think for me, Dr. Eck, one of the things that has really stayed with me in your journey since you made it public was the way that everyone has come forward and they want to fight this with you. And I really hope that you feel that. I remember the first time this announcement was made, even when you were diagnosed with COVID, how everyone came forward to rally behind you, hoping that you would be able to get over COVID-19. At that time, you would know there was a lot of fear surrounding that deadly flu. But even now, in this journey, in this other part of your journey, you have a strong support system behind you. It sounds like family. You spoke of your cousin who prays the rosary every day, but even patients, families, mothers, young children now growing up and following your story. How do you feel seeing the way that people are so behind you in this, in fundraising, but just in offering words of encouragement?
With COVID, it was very, very, very overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I could remember just sobbing and crying when I listened to some of the kids' stories that they sent for me.
Yeah.
Um, and I was still, and I was still, and I'm still surprised by the outpouring that I have seen. Now, maybe I cheated at life because I do an honorable profession.
Yeah.
I'm a pediatrician, and if you've had a kid, you realize that that person that you entrust to take care of your kid along with you will get calls late in the night, will advise you on things. even when they're on holidays, will be there and will, go through the ups and the downs with your kid. And your kid for you will be one of your greatest investments in your life.
Yes.
So the people that I see on a daily basis, um, I'm seeing patients, I'm taking care of them the best way I could. But I think from the opposite view, when they sit on the
Yes.
opposite side of the desk, they look at me as a part of their family. And I actually embrace that. I tell them, anytime you give me a little buzz, if anything you need advice with, you can call. And it's to the detriment of my family, but I think that is the reason that and Belize is small, so
Yeah.
word of mouth gets around. And so when people heard that I was sick, that is why the outpouring began. But still, it is overwhelming.
Uh,
I must give thanks to God and to all my family, my friends, my colleagues, as well as my patients and their parents.
as a medical practitioner, being on the other side, if you would, what has it done for you in terms of what have you come to appreciate through all these, through your health journey, and more recently, what have you come to appreciate about being in the patient's seat or the patient's bed?
Well, if you know with the COVID journey, for most of it, I was completely out of it. They put a tube down my throat,
No, that
and I
part.
woke up in a strange hospital, a couple of weeks later, and I had some delusional thought, and it was that one was crazy. But from that one, I appreciated being in an ICU, speaking with the ICU people, um, knowing how it goes when you're on a bed connected to a ventilator. From this one, I am aware, I'm alert, I can collaborate with the docs that I'm speaking with, and then take a more active role in my management. Um, the importance with that is that it has taught me that what I could say personally, I need to do more if I get back or when I get back on my feet is to speak more to the parents and the family members, try to take more time to explain to them. And I think that is what we need more of, especially with what you see going on with my hospital, the KHMH now. You hear a lot of things going on. And I think all of that could be and can be avoided if we would spend more time speaking with the parents, speaking with the relatives, and explaining to them what's happening. Um, so that's my outlook from being on the opposite side of the fence.
I love
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned having biliary tract cancer, and as Paul mentioned, you are currently temporarily living in Merida as you seek treatment. Tell us a bit about what that treatment journey has been like. Are you currently doing chemotherapy? What is the treatment like? What's a day like for you, Doc?
Well, initially, when I was diagnosed, the treatment included therapy to get rid of the pain
Okay.
because this one spreads from the liver and attacks the bone. So I had a big lesion in my left arm, and that the cancer had spread not only there but to the hips. But the biggest pain I had was in the hips, the joints, my hip joints, and the bone in my right upper limb. And so the initial therapy was to get some radiotherapy to stop the pain. So we did that and then started on systemic therapy, which is to give the IV chemotherapy and immunotherapy, where at specific times every 3 weeks, I would get two different chemotherapeutic agents and a immunotherapy, and that spread within the body and kill the cancer from within my body. That worked for 14 months. And then I noticed maybe the beginning of December that I started to have more pain in my hips. Or I started to have pain. I had no pain before, but the pain spread pretty rapidly. And after some investigations were done, my oncologist realized that it had resurfaced, and so we stopped those medications. We have finished the radiotherapy to help with pain in the hips, but I think the damage was done in the hips, so I'm still bedridden. I'm having less pain in my hips, but I still cannot weight bear, so I need help. I need help to sit um,
Are you still doing the
and to go to the
immunotherapy?
bathroom. And the next point is every 3 weeks,
Okay.
I then get my chemo and my immunotherapy. So that is why I'm here in Merida for the first few sessions. If these seem to be working, then hopefully I can return home and make a trip every 3 weeks.
Wow.
Now, I imagine this is a very costly journey as well. Doc, you have had to go through several means of fundraising for your treatments. You mentioned chemotherapy, which comes with its own price, immunotherapy, which I imagine is a lot more expensive. The level of treatment that is, based on my own knowledge. How have you gone about handling the financial burden that has come with this journey as well?
Me and my wife, we've had sleepless nights. We've had very good friends step in, colleagues, the diaspora, because I have friends not only in Belize but abroad who have contributed financially to my fight. And we're staying afloat for the time being. I do have an insurance with Sagicor, and they have been helping out immensely, but I think that one is nearing its end. So we'll see what happens after that. Um, Yep. So it is hard. Chemotherapy is expensive in and of itself, but immunotherapy is the one that works, but it is really, really very expensive.
I believe that's the most expensive one, but I do want to highlight very quickly that there is a fundraiser taking place at this Friday, actually. Madisco is putting a fundraiser event in honor of Dr. X treatment that he is getting, and so I know that there are different bodies of people wanting to provide support, as he mentioned.
Doc, your story is very humbling. It shows uh, how vulnerable life itself is, and how things could turn around in almost an instant. Yet through it all, you're here talking to us. You're a source of encouragement to many. Where do you find the strength, or where do you lean to get the courage that we see you express so boldly?
Well, first and foremost, when I was a very young chap, I used to serve at the Catholic Church, and I went to St. John's College. And even when I studied at the University of the West Indies in Mona, I used to trudge up, they call it the Gaza Strip, to the church that they had there with a couple of friends of mine. So my faith, and when my wife came over with our kids, we attended Mass because of their school. So my faith has been there throughout my life. And not only that, but I have friends, families, colleagues who are close to God, and that is foremost in our life. We Before I go to sleep at night, the prayer I say is not my will, but your will be done.
Yes.
And I just pray that what I will and what you will align,
Yeah.
because if they don't align, I just hope that I can accept your will. So the faith comes from above. It's not easy. I don't wish this illness or my journey on anyone. It is, as you said initially, very, very, very humbling, and uh, it is a daily reminders I get of how humbling it is.
I have.
But I give thanks to my colleagues. I give thanks to my family. My mom came from Houston and she's with me now. My bigger brother from Canada, he came for a week. My younger brother, he took off a week from work and he spent last week with me. And now I have my eldest brother, Sheffield, with me from Houston. So everybody's taking a week off to come and, pick me up and put me down. And my wife is here along with me throughout the journey. So I have a lot of familial support. And without all of those, I'm truly, truly humbled by that. And I'm sorry for the patients who would go through this without any of that.
Yeah, yeah. That's super encouraging to hear. I was finally, for me, how have this journey of yours, if any at all, helped you to reflect on our own healthcare system here in Belize when it comes to treating cancer patients? If it has allowed you that opportunity to reflect on it as a doctor.
Well, that's a discussion for maybe another hour. I could sit and discuss this with you because it's been part of what I've done or I've tried to do at KHMH, and I've been there for maybe 15 years. But in my case, it's dealing with the kids. Um, so we had to sneak them into Mexico, right at Merida, right here, to see Dr. Pablo and his oncology team look after them. And eventually there was a MOU made with SSB and them where they see them for a pittance. But our babies get very good care here. They're trying right now to start a pediatric cancer care center in Belize, along with partners from Dr. Grant, down south, KHMH, and the Ministry of Health. And that is very, if you would go and investigate a little bit, that is very, very topical. That is the, the edge of the knife. That's what's happening right now as we speak. And being at the forefront of it, I spoke with the fellow Dr. Pablo, who, the other night when I was getting treated with radiotherapy, he sat while I was on my stretcher, and we spoke a little bit about it. So, um, in terms of the bigger picture for our population, with only one poor Dr. Yakab, the one oncologist, and he's an adult oncologist. I know it's overwhelming. He is more likely bombarded day and night. Um, we need more funding in that area. We need to know that we're just a dot on the map, and we need help from our surrounding countries, from the sisters and brothers who live in countries who have more resources that can help us. Um, so it's a big discussion, not to be squeezed or diluted in just 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
I appreciate
absolutely.
your comments nonetheless. Thank you.
Yes. Finally, my last comment is I want to give people an opportunity to donate if they can to Dr. Eck's journey. I know, Dr. Eck, you have an open account that was shared previously before. Are you able to share that with us if we would like to make any donations or send any support to you at this time?
Maybe I can send the link later on
Okay.
to you guys, but I don't have it on hand right now. But one last thing I'd like to do is thank
Yes.
Parveen Williams, and her team at Madisco, Mitch as well, and Digi Wallet or DigiNet, uh, who are supporting me in this fundraiser event on Friday. I don't know all the details about it
It's currently on
as I'm
screen
not
right
at
now.
home,
So
but
we're
Parveen would be willing to spread the word on it.
Well, it's currently on screen right now. The flyer is on screen for people who would like to support Dr. Eck. There is an event taking place this Friday. As you mentioned, it's a collaboration between Madisco and Niche, and the ticket is $100. There's, of course, an entire experience for you guys if you'd like to support Dr. Eck, and of course, know that it is for his fighting journey against cancer. Dr. Eck, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us and to everyone else at this time who have been so invested in your journey. We are here with you. We wish we could hold your hand the entire way, but know that we are thinking about you and we are praying for you. We can't wait to find out, We can't wait to get that call, that notice that you are on the other end of this journey.
I hope so as well, and thanks for having me.
No problem.
Yes. All right. Well, we take another quick break, but don't go anywhere. Our next conversation is all about shaping young minds at Anglican Cathedral College.
I crossed borders in Central America, searching for the stories behind the places we think we know. I'm Sabrina Daly, traveling as a Belizean, curious about the culture, the people, and the experiences that make each destination stand out. From the spirited landscapes of Honduras to the evolving heartbeat of El Salvador.
Go pupusas!
This journey explores what it really feels like to travel our region. This is Across Borders.
That's me. My idea about and I really need to get my ad out today.
Really? Well, you can join our Smart Group plan.
Really? How that works?
Easy, let me tell you.
Whether it's family, friends, or your small business, we've got the perfect plan for every group. More members equals more savings, more connections. Smart Group plans bring the connectivity you love to you and your circle. No one gets left behind. Explore Share One package option and add on unlimited data, calls, and SMS for the entire group for less than $50 per member. Visit any Smart showroom countrywide or email sales@speednet-wireless.com to sign up today. Smart, bringing people together.
Enhanced service and faster sickness benefit claim processing are at your fingertips with SSB's healthcare feature accessible via the My Social Security self-service portal. Your convenience during illness is key. Now your doctor can certify your period of illness and your employer can confirm your employment details digitally, eliminating the need to visit our office. But wait, it gets better. You can also review the medical certificate provided by your doctor in your My Social Security account, along with real-time processing updates, keeping you informed. To ensure a smooth process, always review your electronic medical certificate before you hit submit. Upon submission, your employer is notified via email of your claim submitted to SSB and must respond within 48 hours for your claim to be automatically processed. For more information, check out our guides on our website and YouTube pages. Social Security at your fingertips.
In the heart of the Cayo district, Calico Jacks is proving that sustainability and success can go hand in hand.
When Calico Jacks wanted to move to solar energy, the biggest difficulty for us was the finance. Belize Bank believed in our vision, and we are very happy and grateful that they gave us this opportunity for the financing.
Through the Credit Risk Abatement Facility, a partnership between Belize Bank and the CARICOM Development Fund, small and medium businesses can access financing for renewable and energy-efficient solutions with reduced collateral requirements.
Here at SCSB, we're grateful for Belize Bank to make it easy for our clients to go green. We're proud to work with businesses like Calico Jacks to help them lower their costs and their carbon footprint.
At Belize Bank, we are powering Belize's transition to renewable energy, one business at a time. Together with our partners, we're making sustainable financing accessible for all.
Belize Bank, financing a greener, stronger Belize.
mad as me. My data done and I really need to get my data out today.
Really? Well, you can join our smart group plan.
Really? How that work?
Easy, let me tell you.
Whether it's family, friends, or your small business, we've got the perfect plan for every group. More members equals more savings, more connections. Smart group plans bring the connectivity you love to you and your circle. No one gets left behind. Explore Share One package option and add on unlimited data, calls, and SMS for the entire group for less than $50 per member. Visit any Smart showroom countrywide or email sales@speednet-wireless.com to sign up today. Smart, bringing people together.